是我的力量，我的诗歌也成了我的拯救。这是我的神，我要赞美他，我要尊崇他，我要向耶和华歌唱。
也就是茱莉亚音乐学院所在的这个地方，同一个地方。然后今天晚上 Mark 要在这里 ，Mark 他们的乐团要在这里表演，我们一起来看他们。哎，怎么了？
等一下啦。
另外你怎么了？我们等会去看哥哥表演，好不好？另外，我们等会去看。
他一脸的光。
哥哥姐姐，
看外面，
哥哥姐姐表演好不好？
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to CYCNY's 2025 annual concert. I'm Abigail Liu, the student body president. I'm Celeste Lin, the first student body vice president.
And I'm Fiona Chan, another student body vice president.
各位嘉宾，大家好，欢迎来到2025纽约幼狮青少年管弦乐团林肯中心音乐会。我祝愿每个人今晚都准备好聆听我们为您带来的精彩音乐。在过去短短6个月的时间内，我们非常努力的排练多首曲目，以便今晚为大家呈现最好的表演。在此，我们力请大家别忘记把手机设备调到震动或静音模式，以便每一位嘉宾都能欣赏到完整美好的音乐会，而且我们所有的成员也能感受到被尊重。感谢您的莅临观赏，祝愿大家好好享受我们为您准备的美好音乐。Now we'll be introducing the VIPs.
I'm very delighted to join you for tonight's concert.
And also, I just want to wish all the fathers out there a happy Father's Day.
First, to encourage me on this path to this new language of love, I wouldn't know without. 因为有你，我今天才能站在这个舞台上。Thank you.
And I'm so proud to share the results of our hard work with you this evening. We hope you enjoyed the concert and kindly ask that you please silence your phones.
initiate. So take a break and come back.
Welcome back from intermission. My name is Joyce Han, and I'm one of the vice presidents this year.
Hi, I'm Ella Kwan, and I'm also one of the student body vice presidents.
Hi, I'm Benson. I'm also one of the student body vice presidents. Wow, we have a lot. Oh, no, the other.
Thanks, Benson. We hope you stretched, refueled, and silently questioned whether you're emotionally ready for what's next, because we are. First of all, thank you. Thank you for being here and for letting us share this beautiful and mixed art form we love. Every note we play is backed by hours of rehearsal, passion, and lots of snacks. First of all, I want to give thanks to God, then to my mom. My mom taught me to lift my eyes to the hills, or 向高山举目. And before we continue, I want to continue a tradition and give a shout out to a section leader, or in this case, my assistant concertmaster, Celise. For the next few songs, he will lead us, and I want to give this moment to Celise, not just because he deserves it, but because it's been such a joy to make music side by side this year. Truly, this ensemble is full of amazing musicians, and I'm so lucky to share this space with someone whose musicianship I deeply admire. This orchestra has been a place of many, many, many memories. I have been here since 7th grade, and during COVID, this was my lifeline. And during college apps, this was my canvas. And during emotional times, this was what I was thinking of. I have met great people here and made many good friends here. And before we continue again, we want to give a shout out to every single parent for their dedication and work to this orchestra. Let's give it a hand.
I'd also especially like to thank my mom. From the very beginning, she was always there. She sat through every lesson, even when I probably didn't want her to, and stayed through so many rehearsals just patiently waiting. This year, she somehow managed to do even more, and she organized all the snacks and meals, and she was, as I like to call her, the parent body vice president, or president. Even when she was tired or had a million other things to do, she showed up. She always shows up, and I don't know that I know that I don't say it enough, but I'm so incredibly grateful for her. Thank you, Mom, for everything, for your time, your love, and your strength.
And if you have any family and friends who play an instrument and are interested in joining an orchestra, this is the perfect place to go. We welcome all instruments from violins, violas, cellos, to all other wind and brass instruments. We meet lifelong friends, grow from being challenged, and of course, experience the life of a student musician. We will start holding auditions sometime in December. Take a look inside the booklet or go to youthorchestra.com for additional information. Feel free to contact any of our faculty members for information too. And before we continue, I just wanted to take the time to personally thank all my family and friends who made the time to come to our concert tonight. You've all supported me in different ways, from staying with me while I cry my eyes out to being the silliest people on earth with me. Words generally can't express how forever thankful I am for each and every one of you. 奶奶、爷爷、爸爸妈妈 and my little brother, 我好感谢你们，谢谢，我爱你。
I already know how to start this. buts, but I would like to start by thanking our faculty. From subtly reminding us when we come in 4 measures too early, to making sure we arrive on time for practice. None of this today will be possible without them. So first, I'd like to thank Ms. Lillian Hong for organizing our chamber music events. Thank you, Ms. Grace Lin, for producing such a spectacular percussion section. Thank you, Ms. Karen Liao, for making sure that the wood and brass section always outshines the strings. Not light. Trust me. Last but not least, Conductor Chung. Thank you for your endless work behind the scenes. He is currently behind the scenes. And showing up every week, even though we might not even be there. And with that being said, I'd like to add a little bit. I've known Conductor Chung for 10 years. Back then, I was a pea-sized kid with an equally sized passion for playing the piano. And I'll admit, I wasn't the best student. I would go to class every week, having not practiced at all. Years later today, I'm not much different. But over the years, he's seen me grow, mostly as a musician. It is his patience, his unwavering belief in our capabilities to succeed, and his genuine love for the performance of arts that allows him to impact hundreds of students over the years, myself included. Conductor Chung, this might be our last concert together, but I am forever grateful to have been your student.
Before we continue, 2 things is first, happy Father's Day to everyone, especially my father who's there, and my brother who's somewhere. Hello. And we would like to invite another VIP, John Liu, Senator John Liu for the New York State. One moment, please. While we wait for him.
Wow, thanks for putting me in this one. I just also wanted to say, in the spirit of June and how we always have this concert in the middle of June, I also wanted to say Happy Pride in light of
Senator John Liu.
Well, good evening. Let's give it up for our young leaders here. Madam Vice President, Mr. Vice President, all the officers. I come every year because it's a real treat. It's a treat to the entire city of New York, in the global capital of the world, right here at Lincoln Center. To see our young people exhibit their incredible talent, and that talent nurtured by CYCNY for many years, especially with our artistic director, Patsy Fang Chen. And the maestros and other directors. Our community is known for a lot of things. We've got smart kids, we've got talented musicians, we've got budding scientists and business leaders, and I think CYC brings it all together in many different ways. The music is absolutely spectacular. But it's not just about the music, it's about the leadership that this organization creates and fosters for our entire community and the entire city of New York. And so all these young musicians and young leaders, we owe them a debt of gratitude for raising our entire community to the next level. So let's give them a round of applause. Let me get off the stage. All right, we gotta take a selfie, yeah. All right, you guys you gotta. All right.
Now enjoy the show.
Was that 30 seconds only? I tried my best to change fast. Hey, man. All right. This is foreign culture singing your own songs. That was the fundamental thinking during the era of campus folk songs. This is also planted the seeds of Chinese pop music, opening the way to 2 decades of musical renaissance for Taiwanese music. The young people at the time had a self-awakening and created their own culture, using their own language to sing in their own style. So the next music I picked, they call Olive Tree, 橄榄树, lyric by San Mao, music by 李泰祥。不要问我从哪里来，我的故乡在远方。为什么流浪？流浪远方，流浪。Hope you enjoy the next music or introduction.